What's going on, guys? This is Life of E.L.T here, and today's story is a pretty interesting one that I cannot believe I haven't told on this channel, and it involves me cursing out my mom, and this is so crazy. So please leave a like if you enjoy this, and let's just begin. So this story time takes place when I was 15 years old, and when I was 15, I started singing, and one of the first songs I started singing was a song by Tiana Taylor called Maybe, and the thing about this song was it had a lot of cursing words in it. And I do not know why I listened to that kind of music back then, but I just wanted to. That was my preference. But my grandmother and my grandparents and even my mom did not want me listening to that kind of music, which I no longer did after this happened. But basically, when I sung this song and recorded it, I actually recorded it and sent it to my mom from my grandmother's phone, keep in mind. So my mom thought that my grandmother was the one recording me, but in reality, my grandmother wasn't even here. She was at work. But that's besides the point. Let me just get into the story. So basically, as I said, I was 15 years old and I went to school. The day started off as normal. I ate breakfast and I had eggs and bacon. And after I ate breakfast, I headed off to school. And I was actually taking a Spanish class that year. I took one in 8th grade and I took one at the end of high school, right before I graduated, and it was a Spanish class. And basically, in this class, I would learn how to speak Spanish. And first of all, one of the first things we learned about was greetings and goodbyes and attitude and basically adjectives to describe yourself. And that was pretty cool. And I actually recorded it so I can refer to those as later because I might need them. And that's why I kept them. But that was pretty much what happened. And nothing else really crazy happened during the whole school year because it was just, I just went to classes and that was it. But when I got home, this story really picks up because on a certain day, I got off the bus and I went inside. I noticed when I went upstairs into my grandmother's room that she left her phone. And when she would leave her phone, back when I was 15 years old, I would get so angry and I would wonder why did my grandmother leave her phone? And I would just get so mad and I almost wanted to fight her, which isn't good. And because my grandmother left her phone at home, I decided to pick it up and open up my grandmother's email and decided that it was going to be a good idea to send my mother a very nasty email, which I know that is not a rational decision I made right there, but I did it anyway. And basically, the email consisted of my grandmother left her effing phone at home. I don't like this. How can I communicate with her? She doesn't have a phone. Please advise. And keep in mind, this email was sent to my mother's personal email. Well, not personal email, but her business email. So it was sent to her email provided by her job. And because of that, my mom could have actually gotten fired. Because that email that I sent her was trash, basically. And it was a non business related email. And it basically could have violated the guidelines set by her job. And she could have gotten fired for it. But she actually didn't. But she was really mad. And she didn't reply to my email. But then my grandmother came home 3 hours later because she was gonna take me out to eat or she was gonna cook something. I am not exactly sure what she did back then. And my grandmother didn't even seem to communicate with my grandfather, and they really don't communicate on what they want to eat sometimes, and they don't seem to make plans, and sometimes I would jump in and make the plans for them because my two grandparents didn't seem to do that, and they still don't. And I don't know why, but that's just who they are, and I cannot control them whatsoever. But then my mom actually calls my grandmother on her house phone, and my grandmother answered it, and I could hear my mom start to say that she was going to discuss what I did, to which my grandmother gave me the phone, and my mom started asking me some questions. She was like, "Why would you send that email?" And I just told my mom that I was so angry at my grandmother for leaving her phone, and that's why I sent it. But then my mom got so angry, she was like, "Don't ever do that again." And that was pretty much it. I never ever sent her a cursing email like that again, and I never would because that is very unprofessional and that is not a nice thing to do. And I never even said cursing words out loud anymore. Occasionally, I would say something if I get kind of upset or frustrated because I can't find something. And it has happened before, and I had to say the SH word because I was just angry. But at this point, I was growing up. I was typically an adult at this point, and my grandmother didn't even care. But anyways, that is going to be it for this story. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. God bless you all and peace.